Good morning. Just in time. Alright. Oh, I need one more thing up. Oh, hey, Luff. How's it going? Alright, got that chat ready to go. I got this compiler set up, or this build process done. Yes, got 125. Still waking up early, and I keep having things going on in the evening, so not feeling super rested. Local time is 9:31. And I would say I keep waking up probably 5 or 6. Maybe I need to... okay. I don't know. Maybe I need to track fewer discords, because that seems like it's the big part of the catch-up. Alright, so we've got that. We want to go through and reconfigure settings. Alright, so what we actually want... auto login once we've got it actually set up. And I might be able to do that by faking in these files. See, that's an interesting experiment. So if we go auto login, and then we need custom server address, use custom server. Full screen. We don't need to bother the URL with anything. Or the reflector. It's not password. Oh. I mean, I guess for the tour is a little bit constrained for testing autorun stuff. Oh, it doesn't even create, it doesn't even create the files, so, until you log in once. Alright, so that's all that stuff. You know what, I should probably update my main client, just in case I need to compare something. Now, this isn't full screen mode, so we're going to get the blank. Forgot to do that ahead of time. So have you tried playing the twin stuff yet? Yeah. Interesting. I guess this is what you're... Oh, this is what you're allowing to happen. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so that is updated if we need to compare anything. And then this one... We need to fake this out. Blah, blah, blah. And we're in local server. Okay. And as long as we're here. So we can do that. But I found that it was kind of easy if you were kind of near the edge of a screen to get going when you didn't want to. So I want to try and figure out, I guess you could do double click. I don't know if there's any double click detection in the game right now. I thought about maybe if you like hold until the hold until it triggered and you got your dotted line, then you can let go. And that could get a little bit tricky to detect versus holding and then wanting to stop. Oh. Okay, you can use middle click, which right now is just a click. Wouldn't work out so well on Mac, because it already got like an E key to do the alternate thing on there. Let's see, there we go. Just trigger it off. And if it wasn't, if without the activation zone, I wouldn't even necessarily need the arrows. That's more to signal, hey, you're in the... Well, and the auto scroll actually works against that a little bit. I guess just a little bit lagged. So what can we use? I mean, middle click is the easy one that will work on the computer I usually play on. Interesting. Does that actually trigger it? Yes, it does. Okay, right click doesn't even respond as a move. I mean, it's normally a... Well, I mean, I guess you're on the keyboard for talking. So you probably got one handy. I don't think that there is any double click detection right now, and that seems like it could be kind of a finicky thing. Oh, wow. No, his pattern is definitely words together. Is it camel case, maybe? So there's nothing for double clicks currently. Middle click might be the easiest thing. The problem is, I don't know, how does he do that? Mod click is last mouse button right. So that's probably a minor gems thing. Minor gems. Whoa. STL button right. Ignore wheel events. Well, we can't use that. It's left for the correct. Thank you for the host. Yeah, so it looks like he just takes in a mouse event. Ignores the wheels. So we'd have to be modifying this project to be doing any of that stuff. So that would be turning into a 2 project modification. To be kind of annoying. User event batch. Oh, in button. Where does that go to? Right event. Oh. So what this is mainly for logging? Oh yeah, I'm basically gonna need a window just for running this. So what do we use as an interface here? Oh, we should be able to do auto login now. All right, so middle button is just going to come through as a button. The game code doesn't get any information about that. So it seems like the main things we would get, or could get, could be like a double click or holding until you activated autorun. Now what I sort of like bungled into the first time was that like if you started a walk and then pushed the edge of the screen, it would keep running, which was just kind of because it was pseudo. It's a pointer down event, and it was like, hey, it's a pointer down event at the edge of the screen. But I mean, you could start out if you were close to the edge of the screen and did a click, it would be pretty easy to bump into that. And even if you're just manually running, it's pretty easy to click out there, or just have your mouse be out there. Also, it's kind of that's a weird interaction. So you have to start running and then touch the edge of the screen at your first breaking point. I don't know, I might have to try double click, and that seems like about the only thing that's easy to get to without getting into like keyboard modifiers. Well, and keyboard things would interfere with the ability to kind of type while running and stuff. Because actually, once you get autorun going, it's actually that much easier to set something up. No, and let's change this edge. So we do. So pointer down. There was some variable for last time. Last mouse X, Y. Oh, this is editor animation for some reason. Living, because I was searching for stuff. Living life. We used mouse down frames was the time to detect a mouse held event. This is pointer down. Clicking an object during continued motion. Just mouse down. If not mouse already down, mouse down frames. If we're doing a double click, so I'd actually need event to event times. I could get mouse down frames on the oh, so it's only reset on pointer down. You don't actually clear that on mouse down frames plus plus. So actually, just reporting the old value of mouse down frames on every click would give us some sense of what the timing is. I'm assuming this is integer. Alright, so I need you back in game source. And I have to remember what the log is. There it is. If that is 1 moment. Okay, so actually the first page of the log is safe-ish. And I'm not even logging into the live server here, so it's probably not... Yeah, that was probably only an issue when I was logging into the live server. Okay. And then we need to copy onelife.exe to build Windows OneLife 125, I believe. Yep. So in theory, that should give us the time between every click. So what I would consider a double click I thought it was just print. Or did I... One left, 125. I'd swear I had this working last time. Naturally, the string isn't the... Oh, let's... this is where I have to go back into minor gems. Oh. It's applog. Do I have applog? Okay. Print out next message. Print out next message. That's the make file. Info. Info F. It's 10 frames. Epilogue, info, F. Not this window. All right, so we got regular, some number of frames elapsed, and then if we double click, okay, so, ooh. What? It almost says the double clicks. I thought I did some regular clicks first. Oh, does it only... No, it only pluses it if it's down. So I would need a separate click-to-click time. Oh well. Mouse down, mouse down. We pretty much always reset this one. Oh, this is actually like the mouse held section. Mouse click gap. Oh, the first one's actually going to show up as 0, isn't it? Oh, it's appending to the log. Okay. So we're looking at, and the thing is, it felt like gaps are not that much bigger, which is what I was afraid of. Because we've got a 14 as one of them. So maybe if mouse click gap greater than, or no, less than 20. Edge autorun, which isn't edge autorun anymore. Okay, no accidental activation yet. Okay, so far, yep, yeah, there it went. Oh, I'm not hungry yet. So I did get an accidental activation there. Well, that's kind of the simplest thing that could work. I'm going to have to do some play testing with it. To see if it's if that's the right number. Ooh. Oh, nope, there we go. It just takes a little bit to show the line. I think that might be done during path planning. Alright, so as currently implemented, this would just be autorun. And the edge thing is kind of not working out. So we're mainly interested in activation at this point. This is false. Oh, reach destination. Okay. And we still have to do it here. Oh, okay, so we do set this before we hit this flag. Now, I might actually want to turn the arrows off if this sticks. Because that was mainly so you know when you'd activate that, and it's not really an issue anymore, so it would just be a little less junk on the screen. We're going to do some real playing with it to see how it works out. Alright, so we should no longer get autorun from there. So if you just happen to be at the edge of the screen when you walk somewhere, you're not going to do that. And you can still do this. It's not too easy to do accidentally. So yeah, we're just going to have to put it under some... It would be nice if the dotted lines appeared right away. So that is picked up from should draw path marks. Our live object should draw path marks. Oh, so any object can show path marks. Where do we find... compute path to dest? So any object could potentially do this. Okay, so our live object. Does this mean our character? Wow. Get our live object. Get live object RID. Well, so that means when we activate autorun, now, do we assume we always have an object here? Yeah, not equal to null. So, you know, details. I need to know the type of this thing. It's a live object pointer. And we do want to keep updating it as we do new things. Now, there isn't something else in here that's already getting this, is there? Well, it would have to call get our live object inside the pointer. I don't know if there's a good way to see Yeah, this is it. Just reset that buffer, please. I keep bumping that. Oops. All right, so we're still good there. We're still good there. We're not triggering edge of screen. I might remove the arrows now, and we get path marks right away. You know, I almost want to turn off the path marks when we reset that, so you just know that you've canceled it. Now that we know how to do that. Oh, that's right, he uses a different code style. All right, so if we start running, we get that immediately. Then we click, it's immediately off. Yeah. So now we've got an indicator that we are in the mode or not in the mode. Now, well, I mean, those are all the places I toggle the flag. And it does not, well, I mean, since mouse held is a little bit different from like auto run, so it's probably okay that it's acts a little differently. But I like there's some immediate feedback that yes, you stopped your auto run. All right, so that's probably good enough for now. It needs playtesting, and if that's successful, I can remove the arrows. Oh, you know what? He calculates a min mouse down frames. Interesting. That is around the same number I got. I suppose for consistency we should do, except for us it's more of a max. And right now it's 20. And I'm not really that worried about that. As long as it compiles, that should be a pretty safe transformation. Oh, we're still logging. Oops. This is why we review our commits. Change autorun activation to double click. All right, so that is pretty much I just need to figure out an interface for that and code it. I don't necessarily want to rip out the arrows just yet, in case that turns out to not be the right thing. Well, that was pretty much for user feedback in that case. Yeah, I'll wait on that. So the other thing, so I need to switch gears, and I think one of the things I need to do. Out of sight. So kind of down stuff I don't super need to do. So this is going to require a custom mod. Maybe we'll wait on that because I need to go over to my other computer and just run a grunt init and get that over here to work on it. So I'll have to see about setting up some of the timing stuff. I'm not sure what I meant by that. And this might be debugging. And this is probably going to end up being out of scope. So I'm going to change gears here. I'm going to be working on some game mods for Planetary and Annihilation to support a charity tournament. I've got a little shopping cart page and a server. And then I've got some game mods that actually help with executing stuff. And I've tried to get rid of this nobody before, and it didn't work last time. So I need to dig into that to try and figure out, basically I'm not capturing information at the event. I'm like, if a player changes before it happens, it pulls up the wrong player. And then I guess we need to do debugging on some other things. So that's going to be a little bit of a reconfig, and it's probably not a bad time for a break anyway. So I'm going to go on break for a little bit, update all the topics, then redo a few windows here to get ready for that. Fierce 2 for C, thanks for hanging out. Not currently doing a whole lot of it right now. I'll probably do, if this works out, I'll be doing at least removing the arrows from this, which might just end up being kind of a get revert. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to be switching gears to Planetary Annihilation mod, which is JavaScript, basically. Be back in a few minutes. All right, well, the storm is not... It's around somewhere. Are you... Oh,
is a thing that allows you to convert polluted water into regular water. So this big pool of pea water, basically, is what we use for the main water of our base when necessary. We do have 3 coal generators here as backups. We're only down to 9 tons of coal. I actually didn't have a natural gas geyser that I could find on this map. I explored the whole map like crazy, desperately looking for a natural gas.
So I want to like alt right click that edge. If I bring this up, how does that look? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, that's much softer. And then yeah, this back face actually, I'm glad I selected that. I need to move this down here. Okay, not yet. So we don't need this option phase. Because the AI scripts and stills will handle all that.
It's too unlikely. So we're using our Gurya. It gives us increased strength. Oh, frick you, game! I hate you so much. Oh well, whatever.
Base dug out. Let's build that other set. Meal lice. Or meal wood. As far as it goes, putting doors down everywhere, it's a little bit of overkill. I probably don't even need to do that, but I just like it. One advantage to it
Rip. No, he didn't get XP. He did, but not much. Because he didn't kill it. Then let's kill this thing.
Hey. Ow! Ow! And fight's almost over. Ow! Ow! Fight's over.
a little bit here.
Was it? Okay. Well, let's see what happens with this. Bye, baby. So... Okay, so you can empty water into it as well? So does it... I don't want to retain anything. Look at this. We're gonna have 7 nightmares and... Or no. We're gonna have 4 nightmares and 6 madnesses. That's actually a little on the useless side. Okay. This is infinite nightmares and madnesses. Infinite. You know what the best part is? They're all dead because I just activated so many skills, but I do have 6 nightmares, all cost 0, and 6 madnesses that all cost 0. And we're gonna bouncing flash this last dude just for the hell of it. Sorry, new baby. We have Max, baby.
Okay, we're getting a lot of iron. That's good to see. We're finding a whole bunch in this outside area. Okay, we could get down here and use this. Anybody have any recommendations for the neural vacillator?
Oh, actually, that's all I can take. Probably should have made more space for that.
So wait, on the debug side, like on the development side, is there coordinates for you guys?
Coordinates?
Like X, Y, and Z.
Coordinates. I know of nothing like that.
Because the game has to know somehow. So
Yeah, well,
why not
I mean,
display
we've
it as
definitely
well?
seen debug tools in some of the devs.
Mode. And I guess I'll select, these are really simple, so I'm in edge mode now, so I want to switch back to faces, Alt, right click. Guess I could go ahead and click, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Control Z. Alright, right click, oh, just shift right click.
14 strength. That's pretty sweet. But is that what they started with? Because that doesn't get boosted up, right? As far as I know. Okay, so we need to do some more debugging. So the issue is when it comes out here, it wants to go in either direction. So when it comes out, I think we need to make sure. But why would it ever try and go backwards? There's an exit.
All right, we still got a little bit of setup to do here. So I need, for practical purposes here, we want to be working on, it's like this one I want to win a little bit, just because my mod setup stuff is on the other computer. This is a basic timing issue. Now this is normally packaged as a server mod, so we can push some code up to everybody who's playing. And I've got it here. But what we want to actually do is okay, that's that stuff. As long as we don't activate that one, we're fine. I want to switch that over. Well, no, I guess I kind of do want to move it. I'm going to turn this into a client mod so we can get better iteration rate on it without having to restart the server. Because really we just want to load some. Oh wait a minute, this is a com dot, which means I have no repository here. So actually, I guess I've never worked on this here. Unless that is in this one. And this. No, you also have no repository. Was it perhaps in one of these? No. Unless I had it here? Ah, okay. Did I actually have this produced to a server mod? Oh, yeah. Yeah, and well, okay, I was producing it to the server path. Yeah, so I forget exactly what I was doing, what I had to build here. Oh, right, we were hacking up the drop pod. Well, I could do the Hermes here, but then that could interfere with some actual game mods. So, should really be a separate thing. So it looks like we're actually going to have a build process here. And for the time being, we're going to want to make this client mods and mod info, a really important one here. Oh, you can't do comments in. Now, I might also have to muck with the... Oh... You know, I think we'll just have... That'll just... Since we have to touch the file anyway... That might end up saving us some trouble. I might, with the way the game works, since we're copying it to a path, I want to do that as well, just to be sure. And I'm pretty sure I did have grunt running on this. Or I did. Okay, and that should have copied us to client mods. Okay. Now to see if the game actually accepts that. And to see what else we're going to need to test this all out. All right. Mod stuff, we want to make sure. Okay. No active server mods, okay. Installed. We want client version. And then, do we have my support stuff on? Well, actually, it should be installed. The menu isn't as important. Sandbox unit organizer, yeah. Sandbox still working. That would be its own little adventure. Spectate. Yes. Start anywhere. 2 armies at idle. Well, actually, I guess 4 would be handy. 2's enough. Oh, and this is actually going to run the CPU a little harder. Get the fan going. Am I going to need the debugger here? I think it's that one. Oh. No, it was just thinking. Oh. Alright, so I think it's a whole bunch of keys. Oh, no. Wrong one. Alright, so that much works. And do I have... Yeah. I did have my keypad set up for this. Alright. So if we do U... it doesn't really matter. Oh, yep. And the player. Wait, are you not? Yeah, profile activated PA, okay. And I might even still have this set up. No. Was it this one? I thought I had this set up for... Oh! Just a little bit. Oh, I might have needed to do a server mod for the drop pod effect. Okay. Yeah, because the server probably needs to have that to spawn it in. Yeah, Coraline. There is a little bit of delay there. And the issue we had... Alright, so actually I did want to get this up to remind myself what the player switches were, if I even still have that on. There we go. Right, so are these currently set up? These aren't, well, okay, focus. Yes, okay. So we do you. Right. And then that one. We change player. Coraline the Crooked. One of these was select no player, wasn't it? Oh, because next donation. I wonder if it's particular to that. Because normally I'm going execute, execute next, execute next, execute next. Did I change my escape key? Oh, it's F2 now. Okay. Alright, mods. Oh, okay. I must have shuffled all that stuff out. Client mods. Okay. Donation panel. Donation team. Okay, so we kind of need that. And this also needs... Are you the event one? Yeah, Able Gamers. All right, so we... Send Send back to unit menu. Hi. Well, it's mods for a game. So it's going to be a combination of testing and coding stuff. So Planetary Annihilation is a real-time strategy game on spherical planets. It's sort of in the Total Annihilation Supreme Commander line. And for the past couple of years, we've run a charity tournament where people can make donations to able gamers to spawn in units for their champion. And I just want to try and clear out some issues that we've had, or that I had in my notes anyway. Alright, so get that back. Update. Make sure we're on test mode settings. Nation data. I forget what our actual most recent host was. Well, data is fine. Oh, I'm not going to be able to auto-select players. That will kind of work for me. Actually, I'm going to need my hotkeys back because it's been a while. All right, so paste your units, next donation. So this actually loaded much faster. Oh. Didn't I have like a next planet key? There we go. So I need to do activate special mode. I need to do manual refresh to call the stuff we don't want. And all right, so if we go, we're not going to auto select a player here. Next. And if we go execute next. Oh, it actually didn't. So I might have to run it off the end. Oh, no, we have in fact. Okay, so it ran off the end, and then we got no player. So it's actually, yeah, so unfortunately it's going through. The mods are written in JavaScript, the game is C. So that's a little bit not what we want, but we're not saying nobody, because we're not actually doing anything. Alright, if we refresh, we clear all that junk. Oh! Oh yeah, and these were like the extra ones. Okay, so I was actually looking at the wrong thing for what it was going through. Yeah, I think the underlying game engine is C++. I've never seen the source, of course. But that is my understanding. Alright, so far we are not able to reproduce that. So what do we do next? We get this again. Oop. Select a player. Now we don't have this auto. Oh, I must have messed up this data and I actually selected the same person, but this is an overage one, so it actually doesn't help that much. Okay, so now we've deselected and we're still getting the name. Huh. So select a player. We've got next. Players deselected. Yeah, I'm not able to reproduce this one right now. I know what, actually, we should do this that way, so it's still a list. So there was something about received discount level not coming up. So in that case, I will actually have to hook up the server. So that's going to be a whole production. Donation config. I end up using a lot of terminals for this right now. One of these. I'm going to have to revisit that later. In-game prec file, and then a couple of things are in Win. Web pull simulate. Okay, your Puppetmaster. Foreman start -f prec file dot dev. We need to have a DB. And we need another one. And I mostly won't need to look at that one. We need, is it node, info server? Well, no, actually the polar would pick up some data. But there is still some seeding. What was it? Load test. And then, so poll is one that we need a process for to have donation data. So it gets a little bit of history. We don't need the, well, yeah, the web server is that. We're not simulating stuff coming in. I don't think I need a static server. Don't need admin right now. Well, that's just the make. And so I think it's just the info server. Foreman start -f file. Win, yes. All right, so now I need to exit you. Yeah, it's just going to get weird if I change settings in the middle. So server, donation config local. Ooh. Well, that's just live updates we don't really care about. Oh no, we do care about that because it's precisely one of the things we're updating here. So I need to know for... Let's see, that's coming from it's kind of coming from donation data. No, actually, I guess I can kind of go in here. Donation config. Local live. All right, so WebSockets does extra stuff. Donation config. Live. Unclose on message. Yeah, and then local. Oh, you're like local. We don't even have the server up testing. Okay. But it's still testing our parser. Local live donations is local. All right, so you temporarily modify that, and then we set it to WebSockets. And this is the problem with not taking good enough notes, because I'm not sure exactly what the issue was.
Select starting location.
All right. Yep. Okay. So we got data. And I think I set this to finals. So. All right. Localhost. This ended up being on 5,000. Admin, actually. I need my local testing password. So I think it's secret key. All right, so we think this is finals. Yes, I'm going to need to check on exactly how that comes in. Because I think... Well, it ought to be showing in the menu, right? I bought bomb. Yeah, those aren't changed. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna need to refresh myself how all this stuff works. Do I think donation panel has its own thing? WebSocket opened. I might need to add some debugging here. So you got the server. Our donation config data. WebSocket updated. On message. Okay, I had a logging here. So now we're going to need to... Oh, well, actually, don't want to reload the whole page. If we go into here, on this, we reload just that tab. WebSocket opened. Ooh, we are not getting messages. Do we think we're sending messages? So web is info server index. Oh, do we have any output on that console? You are web. Connection. Connection game finals. Options changed, which I think just means go fetch them. So you think you're sending options changed. But you don't seem to be... Well, actually, we can find... It should still be kind of a pending, right? Ooh, that would be 0 frames. Info server. Notify subscribers. Oh. Subscriptions. Options changed. Notify clients options changed. Oh, webclients.each if query.pathname is options. Do I need to open a separate WebSocket for that? Or is that only for the front-end client? This might have been admin. Man, it's been a long time since I worked on this. Okay. Donation data settings. Notify clients options changed. WebSocket query. Notify clients donations. Do I update this? Finals. Okay, I'm not updating this right now. Right? No, not you. Okay, that was finals. No live updates. What am I even doing with this? Okay. Put games, discount level, put games, discount level. Set game property. Notify subscribers options changed. Artist.publish, channel key. And then subscriptions, options changed. And I'm forgetting where I calculate discounts. That's output, which may have stuff packaged into it. Oh, these all had their discount level pre-calculated. So that might not even be a thing that you deal with. So what was it? Thinking I might have put this in like the header, but of course they got horribly scrolled off in this case. No. Yeah, next. Do I do anything? Okay, well there's the data, discount level 0. Config pars. Match menu. Oh, that's right. You... Oh, that's right. I had a... I had a little local thing to do it. So how did that all interact? So let's reload data, which is on you. Okay, that has no impact on these. Probably because they've got embedded levels. Type of discount. Select menu discount level. Maybe there was an easy way for me to hook that up. And I just figured I'd be... that's what we can do. Okay, it's currently 0. Okay, it's being synced from there. We're not doing anything to sync it from there. So it might be that it just gets embedded in here when received. So that you shouldn't need to know it. It might have just been too big of a pain to get it synchronized. So I'm going to need to fake this up. How do we fake this up? Okay, that's all the sample data. Actually, yeah, your client mods. I was going to already search for this. The donation itself. New game is initially there. And the polar, yeah. Donation game discount level. Original discount level. Did I have? Oh. Okay, so this is what I need to be working on. So there was definitely a okay, 105. Okay. So that transitioned it to an overage because that's how it was received. Wait. Oh. Guess that much is working. And this is where the lack of good notes is what's killing me here. Receipts discount level. Maybe this is the fact that it doesn't automatically get the discount level from the server for what the current game is. Although it would need to set up a WebSocket poll of that information or to get the live update. Which would actually have to push back, as it stands, to Sandbox. Yeah, I might have to think about whether I want to do that. In the meantime, what do I need? I need to set up a new mod. Actually, would it be just as easy? Do I have something that would be easy to convert? This would be a server mod dev. It's sort of along the lines of that. although not nearly as fancy. Might be kind of along the lines of this. Yeah, actually it's kind of along the lines of this. Now this might have older spec stuff. No, path stuff. Yeah, do I have one of the more recent paths here? One-shot nukes. Path. Yeah, this goes through a couple of possible directories. So I kind of need to do a mashup between this and the other one. And this does have to be an actual server mod. Mod help, not really needed. There's just a lot of stuff to patch up. Wait, where is... Well, that's what I needed. Oh, I don't remember the property name. Yeah, spawn layer. The Hermes is not properly identified as an orbital unit, so it ends up coming in somewhere else. Nope. Oh, and I copied way too much stuff. Well, that is an especially surprising amount of stuff from that one. Where the heck are all those files? Oh, I copied node modules. I mean, sure, that'll probably end up being the same, but I really didn't need that. That's going to get replaced. Oh, don't need that. Doesn't have a changelog yet. We might actually want to go back to the ant one for some of this stuff. So the grunt file is going to be a little bit more like this, as long as the path stuff hasn't changed. Mod info is going to be a little bit more like this. I probably just copied the path file. Oh well. The Hermes spawns on the ground when using debug spawn. This mod changes the spawn layer so it can start orbital. Mod info. Oh, this is for my hotfix mod. What even is our build number now? Is that not shown anywhere? Mm. 11069. Sort of. Uh, 18. 7. What is it? 14, 15, 14. Fix Hermes spawn layer so it debug spawns in orbital. And sure. Grunt file. This is why I had the startup scripts, but take care of all that stuff. I should probably look at the nuke thing to make sure I'm not missing any conversions that happened there. Alright, so we did a mod path, a stream, a media. We don't need to do anything with build. We're not doing that. No, don't have to do icons. Really shouldn't need to lint. Not affecting the unit list. Yeah, so as long as proc didn't change, I don't see anything. Okay. So we need to find the path. Games, Uber Entertainment, Planetary Launcher, Planetary Annihilation. Take the formatted one. Might be slightly out of date, but it shouldn't matter for this. Units, orbital. Orbital probe, I think. Hermes, yep. So units, orbital, orbital probe, and actually if we process that into here and get that set up, then we'll have it locally. I don't know if we need this stuff anymore. Get all the grunt stuff set up. Then grunt, or what was it? Just default proc. All right, now we should have an orbital probe. Oh dear. Did that stop us from running? Well, that's interesting. Somebody actually removed the package. Wow. Pixel Logic Dev, thank you for the host. But it did not actually process anything. Okay, that ran. Now, I might have just fumbled the path here. Okay, there was definitely, you know, I think that maybe didn't copy all the way over. Oh, this is the directory path. So from units to orbital probe. That makes more sense. Oh. And not that that key matters, I don't think. Oh. Wait, yeah, you're the right mod. You know what? Actually, the other thing we can do is just cheat. Because I did actually copy my other package, which had the clean and everything else in it. So we just go, now I have to put that particular thing back. Oh, it found it in PAX1, so it copied it to PAX1. Okay, I mean, I think I might have to shadow as the full thing. But I need more water, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Really? Okay, yeah, I'd never heard that before. From what little I've looked into my ancestry, it was, well, I mean, it's a little bit all over the place, but more British Isles centric, but, you know, lots of stuff.
A call to the webhook returns in its payload the same data as the caller story and the Twitch API. Cool. Oh, I don't know what the question was. Sorry, the question was from Benil. Each user will have a separate webhook connection. Won't that be a lot of threads running concurrently? Yeah, there you go. Benil just god. We're such nerds. I need to upload to my server at my home, which I need to buy a new domain name. Ah. My voice cracked. What the?
But I like... I'm the kind of person who likes to max out stats. Okay, so... I must not assigned that one before, and this I messed up on. Okay, oh, we're not at full speed. There we go.
Yeah, it's basically World War I with cannibalism. Exactly.
Mode. And I guess I'll select, these are really simple, so I'm in edge mode now, so I want to switch back to faces, Alt, right click. Guess we'll go ahead and click, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Control Z. Alright, right click, oh, just shift right click.
Game. Okay, so we have our it's so weird. We have our test request here. One thing that I wish that Xcode would offer is the closing of like method lines. I don't know how to do it. I know better than to try Swift. Jesus. All right, so this is gonna be another one.
All right. So actually, let's try changing the display name. It's not going to be localized at that point. So that we can see if doing it as PAX1 will actually work. And we might as well go in and we should be able to... Oh, it doesn't even have the field. Okay. Do the other... Spawn layers, there we go. That's what we're missing. Proc. Spec.spawn layers equals. And then we go back. To you, and then actually grunt, put this into server mods. Installed. I probably should have turned off some of the stuff, but oh well.
Choose landing site.
Because now we have to do Puppetmaster tools. All right, somebody. Hermes. Yeah, okay, it's on the ground and yeah, okay, so it looks like we do have to rename it as we go. And I think... All right, we're done with you. Oh, I forgot I had this one up. So yeah, I did have a syntax here where we can deal with that. So this is source. Media. Dest. I might just remove this so that it goes to exactly that file name. This is where I would remove that clean task. Let's get rid of that one. Oh, no, syntax error. Okay, oh. So now we have PA. That mod should be enabled. I think it should be live reading it. Oh, I didn't publish it, though.
Choose start point.
Oh, we didn't like that. Now, was that actually a problem? Was that because of too many rapid loads, or was that actually a problem with the mod now that it actually loaded it? All right, you know what? I think Puppetmast is actually just going to be slowing us down here. And really, we don't need donation panel. Yeah, sometimes I have that problem starting up. Oh. Okay. Okay, well, is this the mod? This is not the mod. What's weird is this was working fine just a little while ago. Oh, we still got donation data. That didn't really have that big of an effect. I wonder if I got a bungled up server process hanging around. So let's see, let's quit to clear out all the PA processes. There is a server.exe. Alright, now let's once again turn off the things that are going to slow us down. And donation data, I don't know if that's going to be doing anything by itself, but we don't need it. Okay, I guess it didn't like updating stuff. Alright, so pick somebody. Oh, I disabled it for debugging purposes. Duh. So now we still have the situation of like just starting 2 games being an issue. With different mods. Oh, no. Okay, so you died. There's still a server process hanging around. So let's see if there's any useful logs. Uh, 7:14, 10, 11. Let's get a better editor for this. Okay, so no messages about that unit. It did die shortly after loading a remote mod. Alright, let's try this without the instant sandbox just to eliminate something weird going on there. Because that was the first time we loaded a server mod. Ooh, no, it does not like that one. Alright, so... well, we already sort of know that if you write it to something that's not a unit, it's okay. Or that's not a path that loads. But now I need to go back. Well, you know I could. Just go to server mods. Oh, we do still have a server sitting around. Oh, I wonder if that means that I don't have the most recent server log? Successfully mounted mod bundle. Raise orbital spawn. Okay, so without that file, it's fine. Um... I wonder... Nope, I did not change the names in that one. This will actually give me the thing I need, which is bang lock. But first, we'll just see if we can get the unmodified one to work. Why would that be an issue? Oh, because it's a blank file. What the heck are you doing to me? Oh, well, does this need to return spec? That would have a little bit of an effect on it. Not eventually going to be even touching that one. All right, so let's go ahead and... Did I just close the window? Ah, there we go. All right, no servers left over. Hey, Jake, how's it going? Uh-oh. Don't see a server running here. I sometimes have this problem on startup. Do you publish? I mean, this is Planetary Annhilation mods. I don't know if any of these really get published. They mostly just get used for the tournament. And this one, I mean, it could be published, but it doesn't really affect anybody who's not doing debug stuff. Okay. Oh, that is the modded one, and it did not... Okay, I just wasn't backed off far enough. So apparently there's a point. Nope. Interesting. I just wasn't. I'd swear I was at orbital. Hope it's not like the first one. Which actually... So, yeah, you're on the ground. I come back up here. No, you're up? I guess I just wasn't quite there yet? So now this is working the same as like this, which it depends on where you spawn it. So there was a thing with the satellite where its spawn location wasn't defined. So even if you pasted it out here in the orbital layer, it would end up on the ground like this, and then somebody would have to give it a movement order for it to lift off. So I was just making a little tiny mod so that when you give somebody a satellite, it actually ends up in space. Fancy that. Alright, so we actually don't need to change the display name. That was just a little sanity check for me. And then I can... I mean, I could ping and see if anybody else is interested in it. I don't know if it's going to matter that much. It's a pretty tiny mod. But actually, so that's done. So I'm definitely done with you. You are the one I was actually editing. Buttons. Donation panel we're done with for now. No name. Donation config, yeah. Oh, you're not? Oh, donation data, yes. I may have closed that window. Notes. So that's done. Could not reproduce. I wish I remembered what I meant by these. I think this is just like trying to synchronize it from the server. That's going to be kind of a pain. And we didn't even end up triggering any discounts last year, so it's like, how much effort do you want to put into it? The queuing stuff is going to be massive projects, so I'd need to have some serious time and attention to deal with that, because the effects I'm getting are like cooperation among a number of different mods in a very organic kind of way. It's not conducive to that kind of systematic rearranging of things. All right, so I've got that. I found out I did a little... I somehow backed out of my patch for 1 Hour 1 Life setup. So I have to like go back and redo today's work on top of the actual fix for the multiplayer thing. All right, done with you. I think we're done with you. It's about lunchtime for me, and until I think of something else I really need to do here, we're kind of done for the moment. I'll probably think of more things if and when the event comes along. Thanks to Stormy Ice Leopard, Kuro Kitsune, Nidmix Games, Pitch Logic Dev, Dog and Lake, Haskin TV, One Jellybean, Joey Chef for AP, and Oseret Gaming for hosting me. Oh. Is that for anybody coming in late? I'm expecting to get back and do some actual live testing on the 1 Hour 1 Life client mod this afternoon. Of course. Or maybe not. I'll have to see about that. Meanwhile... you know, I've seen this thing coming up. I don't know what it is. Yeah. Looks like some sort of RPG. Okay. Well, Careless Rex is playing something called Project Octopath Traveler. Looks like some sort of very stylized art RPG. Oh, I didn't have... Oh, well... yeah, that's fine. There's not a whole lot of coding going on right now. So if you're looking for someplace cool to hang out, that's someplace cool to hang out. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye-bye, and until next time.